the values which he wrote. It's the families which disintegrated. He wrote a lot of things like that, which I tried to put in different suggestive manners without being very didactic. So that's it. Thank you.
A question up there.
Thank you very much for that very good film. I wouldn't say wonderful because the situation that is depicted is not wonderful, but it's really heartbreaking to see these people in the middle of nowhere really trying to survive in the hardest way. Is there actually nobody, neither the Indian government nor the Bangladeshi government, taking care of any one of those people? Do they have no one to address to with their hardship?
Thank you very much for your comment on the film. And that's a very disturbing question, and this part of it disturbed me and disturbs me still. Now the question, in the border, you have to have a nationality. You cannot move in a border without an identity. So maybe within the country you don't need an identity card to move in, but here, ironically, you have to have not a passport but an identity card. So, and they say that if it is lost, you are stuck there, which is like a no man's zone. Now, having an identity card means, being a citizen means you get certain, assured things from the nation: education, health, electricity, roads, and we pay taxes for that, and these people are paying taxes. But what do they get in the island? The sun, water, and the sand. So it's a very disturbing situation, because even though they are the citizens, they are paying taxes like me. I'm getting this, but they cannot, because if once you lose your land, home in the mainland, your identity is gone. You are nobody. You have no power. And these people, for them, the land is the most important thing, because they are the river people. They don't go and put money into the bank. They don't know that. If they get more money, they buy more land. And if land is gone, everything is gone. So it's a strange situation, and I don't think it comes into the sensitivity of the administration, the political, the polity, I would say, not the leaders. I won't blame the leaders, just it's a whole political situation which emphasizes on border issues in one way, but it neglects some very basic,
everything except smuggling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. What is the stuff the women were trying to smuggle at the risk of their lives, nearly?
Yeah, but I would say that a border is a border. It's not that the smuggling is here because the homes broke away. There are a lot of borders where smuggling goes on. If a border means there will be smuggling and border crimes. So it happens in all along the border, everywhere in the world, I suppose. And people smuggle strange things. So it's not it's not that the situation made them to smuggle, but it's very normal that smuggling will happen when you make a border, and this is the easiest way to, the only way to survive, I would say, decently. Thank you.
How did you gain trust there? You just said you were there a couple of times, you were visiting, and then suddenly they got to know you. But what does it mean? Because on the other hand, in the film, it is said there are so many spies around, and you appeared with a camera. So how did you gain trust?
Yeah, there had to be trust on both sides. One is the army. You are prohibited to go there. And if they know, the army know that you have a camera, or you are a reporter or a journalist, no, absolutely no. So I had to have very, very special kind of permission to shoot for 2 years, and that's a different story. And for the community people, the villages, I saw them, in 2002, 2003, 2004, 5. For several years I was going there and haunted by this abnormal image of a river, which takes away what it gave for 8 years. So they know me, that man with the camera who comes and shoots the erosion. So when I went to Char, I carried some of those images, and it was very emotional connection because they saw their own houses being falling into the river, and they have these images in their mind, and I just got it back. So there was an immediate connection, and then shooting was another proposition in Char. It was not easy. For that I had to really convince them through what my intentions are. The common idea is here is somebody on the TV, and the next day it will be on TV. So there is a threat, and it should not be on TV because they lose their only livelihood. They requested me, don't do it to us. We will be ruined if you just go and show it to the TV. So it took some time to make them understand I'm not a television journalist, I'm a filmmaker. I'll stay here and stay long and make a film. They were confused on will there be actors, actresses, and some stuff like that, because film means it runs in the theater. So I have to explain, no, it's a documentary film. It's about you guys, and I don't need actors to tell the story. So it was took time for them to understand it, but still from time to time I had difficulties. But the good point was, once you convince somebody, he will convince some other on your behalf. So whenever there was a question, some other community members would go and explain what I'm trying to do. So all the time negotiations at different levels were going on. But it's true that I got the trust not only from the family but the whole community, and both the religions, Hindus and Muslims, both. I was welcome in both kinds of houses.
Mike. There are two questions. We can't see you because it's really dark up here. Okay, over there first, and then there's a second question here in the center.
Two questions. First question, what proportion of the landmass of Char is being eroded on a yearly basis? And the second question is regarding the border, the physical border. We see in the film a milestone which demarcates India from Bangladesh. So it's a milestone on land, and yet you say the river is the border, and we see in the animation two arms of the river. So is the left arm the Indian border and the right arm the Bangladeshi border? And when the boy goes to school, does he have to cross the river into India mainland to go to school? So can you explain really the border concept?
Okay, first I'll talk about the amount of land that you asked. There is no official record, so it's impossible to. Sorry. It's impossible to give you facts and figures. There is no survey, and but it says that over last 30 years, some I think totally 3,000 square kilometers over a stretch of 274 kilometers of river length is gone. But this is, I took it from a river specialist, river scientist, who gave me this figure, but his calculation is not accepted because he did it on his own. There is no official, land survey. That's strange. And in fact, in one board I saw that written by the government, there is no map for this region because this land is has eroded, and it is impossible to make a map of this place. We have the